The performance of my Moxon Yagi had deteriorated after the recent rains and thought of bringing it down to have a look. As expected, there was a lot of corrosion and there was significant corrosion at the feed point as well. You can see that the screws have been corroded while the other screws which are nearby have not been corroded. This is the region where there is a joint that is a spacer that has no chance of corrosion because it's not a metallic object. The other ties, winding wire used to tie also have corroded. Check the resistance between the outer and the antenna element. That was not very high. It was 0.1 only. While in this region, between the central conductor and the antenna element, it seemed to be a little more higher. Of course, there is some loose contact when I am applying it. Anyway, I thought it's time to change the connections. I have to rework on them so that there will be less resistance at the junctions. As the screws were corroded, it was difficult to use the screwdriver. After tapping some time with the edge of the screwdriver, I could see the position for applying the screw, and then it will be possible. After that, I could remove the screws and check the wire tips, which are also very much corroded, and the junctions are also corroded. A close-up showing how bad it was. The wire ties were cut with a wire stripper, but they were so rusted that I dare not touch them with bare hands. Used industrial gloves so that it will not injure my fingers, and somehow I removed all the rusted winding wire pieces. This time I used nylon ties. These are black ties which are supposed to be UV resistant. Nylon ties were placed instead of those old rusted winding wires. There were a total of 4 ties using winding wire which were removed and nylon ties applied on the driven element. Clean the copper wires using a sandpaper so that it was as shining as possible. Then I took a WD-40, which is supposed to have been used for covering the exterior of rocket bodies initially. Sprayed WD-40 on the copper wires which have been cleaned so that it will be cleaned further, and also applied it all the joints which had rusted earlier as well. The corroded copper wires looked a little better after all these efforts. Used fresh screws to fix them on the driven element. Checked DC resistance once again, seemed to be better than before. Resistance seemed to be better on the other side as well. Now I hope that this serviced Moxon Yagi will be able to give better results on LEO satellites, and I hope it will stay like that till the next rainy season, which is due in a few weeks' time.